Hey guys, we're going to be going back to Dark Visions number 10 for the budget runs that I promised. I was going to focus more of my time on trying to figure out a way to cap Anima, but we got the data mine on the boss. We know that he is buffed by 50% from the JP server, and based on just calculations with the gear I own and the testing I've done, yeah, I'm not going to cap him, so I'm not putting a ton of effort into working on him. I'm going to go ahead and do the budget runs instead. So we're going to be doing these first three bosses, or all three of these bosses, I guess, with a cheaper team. So we're going to be doing this one with the DPS of Tifa and the free unit, Physalis and Charlotte. And we're going to be using no STMRs. We're not using any Neovision's base units on this team. We're just using like Neovision's Awakenings and 7 stars. Now, I get a lot of comments saying, what if I don't have Tifa? You use Tifa in all your budget runs. The reason I do that is because Tifa was given for free a few months ago, and I figure most people were playing at that time. So for the majority of players, you've probably got Tifa. Now, I know some of you did miss her, but you can swap her out for just a better DPS, like Lastwell Reagan. You can use Edgar the Dragoon to just jump on this boss really hard. Sora from Kingdom Hearts. These are all great choices against this boss. But I'm using Tifa because she is the most widely available unit for players, even though I know some of you did miss her. So we're going to be doing a holy team against this guy. He does dark physical damage and earth magical damage. Now we're going to be miraging all the earth damage, so we don't really care about that. And we're going to be doing a 70% earth resist buff from Titan. I think I said that wrong. We're miraging all the dark damage. We're buffing a resistance to the earth damage. There we go. So we don't need dark resist on anyone. We only need earth resist. So we're going to use Kryla. She's going to be imbuing and amplifying Holy. She's going to be doing a 300% attack buff, and that's pretty much it. Now we're going to be putting, for chaining, you could just do like double cast AR and chain that if you're good at it, but I'm going to try to avoid that on the budget run. So we're going to do some a little bit easier to chain skills. So we're going to be doing Flood Espers on Kryla and Vaughn. They're going to dual wield. And we're going to chain single cast AR with Divine Axstar and Zahn. That should be pretty easy for most people to chain. So Kryla, we're going to shift right away on turn 1. We're going to be, like I said, we're going to be dual wielding just weapons. Other than that, we've just got 30 Earth Resist. We don't have 30 Earth Resist. Whoopsie. Now we do. We're good. And yeah, she's just going to be a support unit and a chain bot and buffing, and she's going to do a 130 in peril on the kill turn. Vaughn's going to be our breaker. He's going to provoke with evasion. So he's got full evasion and 30 earth resist or better. Yeah, full evasion with cheap gear. So there we go. And we're going to actively provoke, so we don't need passive provoke. If you have it, it makes it easier. Tifa, base form, is just going to have a little bit of LB fill, and then we're going to cast Barstunga on turn 1 from Titan. And then on the shift form, she's going to be using a lot of cheap gear, human killer, LB damage, etc. Now I am using Neovision base cards. These are interchangeable. Just swap them with the best card you own. But yeah, so there's her gear, and Thorn Mace is really good for Tifa, just by the way. It gives a lot of Man-Eater, and it's a good weapon she can use, and she has 275 LB and 275 human killer. Supreme Diva Axstar is just wearing lots of mana regen. He is single wielding. He's going to be our source of 200% human killer. Now, if you don't have him, you could use, what's the girl's name? Starlight Elena. You could use Roberta. You could use Hayo. You could use, I think that's it for 200% human killers. You could use one of those. So yeah, so we're going to do that. And we're going to chain Absolute Mirror on the kill turn with Zahn. Zahn, single wielding with his TMR equipped. He's got 30 or better earth resist, and that's pretty much it. We gave him Mood Maker so we can spread an LB fill buff to make filling Physalit a little bit easier. It's optional though. And then Charlotte and Physalis. This is a free unit that was given to everyone. I went ahead and grinded the Earth Shrine to get her EX2 for this to make her a little bit more powerful. You don't have to do that. You can just wait a few days. You'll get her EX2 just naturally over time this week or next week. But if you want to do it like right away today, like I did, spend 30 minutes in the Earth Shrine, there you go. But we're gearing her for LB damage and human killing, just wearing, a bunch of cheap gear, human killer, man-eater. I only leveled her LB to 30, which should be good enough. It's a good finisher LB, and we're going to do that. And then here's the card she's using. And then the shift form, we're going to be wearing 12 auto limit and Call of the Wild. So she's going to shift and then generate her LB in the shift form. So she's got 12 auto limit in the shift form. And then in the base form where she's going to be doing her capper, she's got 280 LB damage, 250 human killing. Okay, let's give this a try and see if it works out. Alright, so right away on turn 1, we're going to shift Faizalit, and we're going to do her buffs. We're going to do Shining Punishment for the LB buff, and we're going to do Strongest Power-Up, and then we'll just do a tag chain to try to get some crystal drops. Tifa will give us a Earth Resist. Vaughn will double cast. We're going to Provoke, and we're going to Jade Parry for the Mirage. I should have mentioned, I think I did mention that we're miraging the Earth, or the magic. Oh my god, I can't talk today. We're miraging the dark physical damage. Alright, Supreme Diva Axstar will just Face of Carnage, so we can get the killer buff. And Kryla is going to, we're going to do the attack buff, offense boost on Zahn, because then it'll get spread to the whole team. And then we will do, add light element to our 2 main DPS, which is Tifa and Faizalit. Alright. Zahn will now Reflector. We're going to steal the killers from Axstar. Where you at? There you are. We're going to just copy the imbue from Faizalit, and then we're going to spread all that. Kryla also gives a nice amplify when she does her imbue. Alright, so now we're going to just single cast AR with Zahn. We're going to single cast AR with Supreme Diva Axstar. We're going to dual wield Flood with these. And we're going to get that 100-point chain score on this turn. Tifa is going to shift, and she's going to do her Magnus. Faizalit will jump on this chain with some tag teaming. And we'll go ahead and chain these. This will be well over a 100-point chain score. There we go. Chain score mission is done, and most of this team is not using like real gear or anything, so we didn't push any thresholds, and we didn't break the boss yet either. We didn't break the boss. I just realized that I was supposed to. Whoopsie. Okay, so this might still be fine. Let's go ahead and break by 80%. That's not as good of a break as I would have liked to use. An Elemental Wrath, and we'll just add light on Axstar as well. Oh, duh, we're breaking this turn. I'm so dumb. Okay, so Vaughn's going to do his LB to break by 85%. We're good. Okay, Tifa's going to do this. We're going to shift back. Now, it's possible that your Faizalit might not have gotten enough crystals to fill her LB. It's unlikely for that to happen, but it could. If it does, I guess just rerun the fight. And let's go ahead and Absolute Mirror Up Equity 3 times, and we will Absolute Mirror Up Equity 3 times. And we're going to go ahead and do it. So send this, send Faizalit, send Tifa, and that should have been a damage cap. Hey, there we go. Okay, so Faizalit is, a respectable DPS for a free unit. Then Tifa is, of course, really good as well. So those two combined, using basically free gear. I keep saying free gear. Using cheap gear. No STMRs and all that. Damage capped on Heka. I can't say his name. The human. Alright, let's go ahead and move over to the dark fight. Or the mage fight. I'll see you guys in a moment. Alright guys, next up we're going to go to the Dark Liquid Flame. This time we are going to use a Neovision's base. We're using Neovision's Sol. I'm trying to avoid like the meta units like Ibarra and Terra, but I think we're going to need at least Sol on the team. Also, fair warning, I decided to just gear my team in STMRs. If you don't have good gear, you would just do less damage, and there it is. There's not a whole lot of options for mages of the proper element. There's like Faizalit, she's amazing for this. There's Ibarra, she can probably solo cap this by herself, I'm assuming. And then there's like Terra, who can just destroy every mage fight. Maybe not by herself, but she can do the majority of the damage. I think she did 1.7 billion or million on my clear. But yeah, but we're going to use some STMRs, but we're going to use some overall budget type mages. And the gear isn't like anything crazy or anything. Anyway, we're going to use Zahn naked. He is on a Flood Esper. He's going to just chip in the chain, and I guess I should give him a weapon. I think like you have a chance to miss if you're not using a weapon, so we'll give him a golden sword. Yeah, that's all he's going to do. He's going to spread buffs. He's going to chip in the chain on the kill turn, and that's it. Kryla is going to amplify Dark on our team and break the boss, and that's pretty much it. Crown Prince Noctis is our gonna evasion tank. He is on Golem for active provoke. So here you go. He's got active provoke on Golem. He's got the Moogle plushie that gives him 100% when they're combined, and he's gonna provoke on turn 1. That's really it. I'm gonna provoke on turn 1. Oh, I'm sorry. On turn 2, he's gonna give us a Fairy Killer buff. That's why he's here. Yeah, I'm getting like really burnt out on DV, so forgive me. I'm actually probably not gonna do Anima in this video today. Anyway, Umbral Darkfina is going to be a chainer for Dark Element. That's pretty much it. And we gave her 70 light resist because we're going to be imperiling her to light when we use her the Dark Imbue with Kryla. You'll see when we get there. So make sure one of your mages has 70% or better light resist. Saul is going to be like a chainer, like I mentioned. He's going to give us a magic buff and all that, and he's going to chain. That's pretty much it. And then Grim Sakura is going to, on the base form, cast her Magnus, and the shift form, she's going to chain as well. And I didn't show stats. Fairy Killer, 90% on Sakura. Saul has 250. He's wearing the most of it, I guess. And then Behemoth Darkfina's got Fairy Killer. 40%. Yeah, Fairy Killer is really hard to gear for. And the whole team has at least 0 to Fire and Light element. So we're going to be doing a 100% buff with Grimlord Sakura to Fire and Light. If you don't have Grim Sakura, make sure your team is immune some other way. And like I mentioned, one of the mages needs to be at 70% Light as well. Alright, let's give this a go. Yeah, I'm a little burnt on DV. I've been doing this all afternoon, and then building these teams takes a long time. So I'm not going to do Dark Anima in this video. I'll do it later in the week. Okay, so Saul on turn 1 will just Blessing of Darkness. Grim Sakura will just Candy Feast. Where is it? That's going to give us 100% light and dark resist. Umbralfina will use her LB for the power-ups. Let's see, Kryla will break the boss. Where's her break? Unless she has a better break now at, is it Eyes of Argus? Is that 85%? Are you kidding me? They don't tell us how much it is? I've got her page open. Hold on. Kryla, what is the 85% break? Oh, it's not it. It's Malicious Curse. Oh, here it is. Okay. So let's break the boss. Let's go ahead and provoke with our Noctis. Now, if your Noctis is passive provoke, you can just skip that step. And Zahn on this turn, yeah, is going to just critical the... Alright, man. Let's critical... and Elemental on Saul. The Elemental is to copy the Sakura's resistance buffs. I don't know how long they last. Like I said, I'm losing my energy for this. Alright, Fina will... We need to refill her LB gauge for the kill turn next round, so we're going to Aura of Darkness, and we're going to Sorceress Aura. Saul's ready to go, so we can just guard him for now. We're going to shift Sakura, and we're going to do Grim, Malefic, and Mirage, I guess? Whatever. Alright, Noctis will spare... Oh, I didn't look up which one is which. Sword of the Tall is humans. Reapers. Fairies. Here we go. This is it. Yes. Fairy monsters. Let's go. Kryla is going to... we're going to Witchcraft. We're going to... Oh, we're going to shift. My bad. Okay, so we're going to Offensive Boost... Seriously? We're going to Offensive Boost on Zahn. And we will add Dark Element to Umbral Fina. That's going to imperil her to Light Element, which is a bad thing. But because she's got 70 Light Resist plus the 100% from Sakura, it's fine. And then Zahn will double up. We're going to steal the killer from Noctis, and we're going to spread the buffs. Okay, so we're going to kill in this turn. Now you want to kill him on turn 3 or sooner because he's going to like imperil us now, and we don't want to deal with that, but we're killing him right now, so it's fine. Alright, so we're going to Grim Surge. We're going to Grim 2-3 and use the Magnus. Saul is going to quad his dark attacks. Umbral Dark Fina will do Dark Mega Flare. Noctis will jump in the chain with, nope, not Noctis, Zahn will, with Flood. Noctis, nothing to do. Alright, and on this turn, we're going to go ahead and amplify Dark on Saul, we're going to amplify it on Sakura, and we're going to use Elemental Wrath to do a better Imperil. And we're doing it on this turn, because now we don't care about the Imperils. Alright, and let's go ahead and just chain all this. So the three Chaos Wave Awakened chainers are a 96 point chain, and then the Flood is boosted over 100%. So we get all the chain score. We might not have damage capped, I don't know. Oh my god, we are so far from the damage cap. How is it so far away? Is it even possible to damage cap without using like Ibarra and Terra and all? Oh, wow. Oh, Physalis could probably damage cap, too. Physalis is really good against spirits. I don't have Physalis. Yeah, so if you don't have Terra, Ibarra, or Physalis, I got nothing for you. I don't know. I'm trying to think. That was really far from the damage cap, and I even used good gear. Wow. I don't know, guys. If you don't have one of those 3 top-tier mages, I'm not entirely sure what to do about this guy, because I think like Grimlord and Saul are like the 4th and 5th best options against Dark or Ice. I could be wrong. I don't know. But anyway, I'm not bothering with Anima tonight. I am just burnt out on Dark Visions today. I'm taking a break. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, we'll do a cheaper clear on Anima. It will not be damage cap. But there you go. There's some re-clears on the first 2. Perfect score on the first guy, and then perfect on all except damage on the Dark Spirit. See you guys tomorrow.